Rusame reader, Crow Song! And today I will be reading to you from Stuck With You by Buzzy B 1001. Now, on to Chapter 6. Third person point of view. Russia woke up early that morning. Today was the first day of searching for America. Russia was a bit nervous because he was afraid of what they would find. What if they never find him? Or if they find him and he's dead? Russia shook his head, ridding the negative thoughts from his head. America was going to be okay. Russia would be sure of it. He got out of bed and made his way to his closet. He tried to find something to wear. Russia pulled out a white and gray striped sweater, along with a black pair of pants. He slid on the sweater and pants. Okay, Natalie, I'm going to be gone most of the day. America perked his head up and looked at Russia. He didn't want to be left alone while Russia was out. America jumped off the bed and ran up to Russia. What is it, Natalie? Do you not want me to leave you home alone? America clung to Russia's leg, digging his claws into the fabric of the Russian man's pants. I guess it wouldn't hurt if I brought you with me. Russia reached down and pried America off his leg, holding him in his arms. He carried the cat downstairs and placed him on the couch while he went off to get some stuff together. He grabbed a backpack and began placing things into the bag. Russia filled 2 bottles of water and poured some cat food into a Ziploc bag. He placed the 2 bottles into the bag with a blanket. America watched Russia zip the backpack up and put it on his back. Russia picked America up and set him in a carrier. America didn't like being in the carrier, but knew it was necessary. Russia opened the door, walking outside before closing the door behind him. He walked to the car and placed the cat carrier into the passenger seat. Russia put the backpack onto the back seat and got into the driver's seat. America wasn't sure where they were going, but it looked to be in the direction of the meeting building. When they got close enough, America could clearly see Canada and a few other countries there. Russia parked the car and grabbed the carrier before getting out of the car. He opened the door of the back seat and took his backpack out. Australia made his way over to Russia, being tailed by New Zealand. G'day, mate. Took you a while to get here. What were you doing? Australia asked when he got close enough to the tall man. New Zealand stood next to Australia, trying to catch his breath. I was getting some stuff ready. Also, I had to get this guy's things together. Russia held up America's carrier. New Zealand gasped at the small cat, while Australia's face didn't change. When did you get a cat? Australia half mumbled while New Zealand tried to pet America. America rubbed his face on New Zealand's hand and purred. Who cares when he got a cat? Look at how adorable it is! New Zealand beamed as she took the carrier away from Russia. She shoved the carrier into Australia's face. Look how cute! Russia snatched the carrier away from New Zealand and made his way towards everyone else. Germany was sniffing a shirt that Canada had brought in his bag. Ugh, these clothes stink. Germany threw the shirt back into his bag. He shook his head like he was trying to rid the scent from his nose. It smells like dirty socks. I know it doesn't smell good, but that's because I haven't washed them. They still have America's scent on them, so just pay attention to that, Canada mumbled as Russia approached them. Oh, Russia, you're finally here. You better not ruin the scent again, Germany grumbled in aggravation as he picked the shirt back up. Germany sniffed the shirt once more. Ugh, if only you would ruin this scent. It's disgusting. Oh, shut up, Germany! Canada took the shirt out of Germany's hands and passed it to Poland. Poland took a whiff of the shirt and tossed it to the next person. You're right, Ger. This shirt smells nasty. Poland groaned while rubbing his nose. Canada rolled his eyes and pulled out another shirt for someone else to sniff. Russia took a hold of the shirt Canada was holding out, sniffed it, and felt his nose scrunch up. Y'all aren't lying. This is disgusting. Everyone shut up about how the shirts smell. Britain snapped, causing America to jump in his carrier. Russia noticed the movements and looked at Britain. Keep it down! You're scaring Anatoly. Russia set the carrier back down and stuck his fingers through the bars. It's all right, Anatoly. The loud man won't hurt you. Russia, who is Anatoly? Japan asked kindly while she stepped closer to the Russian. Russia opened the carrier's doors and pulled out America, who just meowed at him. Aww! Japan sped over to pet the cat in Russia's arms. America happily let the Japanese country pet him. France looked at three of them, but mostly at America. When did you get a cat? A few weeks ago. Russia responded as he watched Japan closely. He wanted to make sure that the country wouldn't try anything. Why are you asking? I was just curious, France stated, turning back to Canada and the smelly bag of clothes. So, what's the plan for finding America? We smell around until we find his scent, Canada said in an annoyed tone. Russia sniffed the shirt again, which he regretted. If he was ever going to date America, then he'd need to plug his nose or force the American country to shower every day. He was not going to date someone who smelled like a dumpster, but then again, these shirts haven't been washed in weeks. From what Russia can remember, America's scent was always sweet. It smelled like apple pie and vanilla. Every time Russia smelled anything apple or vanilla related, he'd think of the striped country. Russia shook his head. Now wasn't the time to think about that kind of stuff. He had to focus on finding America. Russia placed America on the ground and began sniffing for any trace of the American scent. Others started following his lead. Canada went to the back of the building, while Australia and New Zealand went into the alleyway. Germany wandered around where Russia left America. He sniffed the ragdoll cat, but only found Russia's scent on it. Germany mumbled to himself as he left America alone. Guys, over here! Australia called from the alley. Russia rushed over to him and his sister. Germany was close behind, with Poland and Japan trailing him. What'd you find? Poland asked while catching his breath. Australia held up a garbage bin and stuck his head in it. Australia, what are you doing? I found America's scent in this garbage can, the Australian declared as he pulled his head out of the trash can. I think he might have fallen in here. I would say let me smell, but my nose has suffered enough, Germany said in his normal monotone voice. Maybe we can ask some people if they saw a cat in the garbage can. I'll let you guys do that. I have to feed Natalie. Russia walked back to his backpack and started shuffling around for cat food, bowls, and water bottles. Once he found them, he set them on the ground. Okay, Natalie, it's time to eat. He looked back at where he had left the cat, but it was nowhere to be seen. And Natalie? Russia looked around frantically, hoping to see a glimpse of the cream-colored fur, but saw nothing. Anatoly had disappeared from his life, just like America. And that's the end of this chapter. I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time. And I will see you tomorrow.